Hello students, this audio video tutorial is on the topic of capital budgeting. So let us check what is the basic meaning of capital budgeting. It refers to the long-term planning of a proposed capital outlay and their financing. This is the technical meaning. In simple words, it is the process of making investment decisions regarding the capital expenditure. Capital budgeting is also known as investment decision making. You have to decide your investment, where you have to invest to get the optimal rate of return. Capital expenditure decision, planning capital expenditure, this is one of the function of capital budgeting. One of the definition of capital budgeting is capital budgeting is long term planning for making and financing proposed capital outlays. In another definition you can find out on the presentation also, capital budgeting consists of planning development of available capital for the purpose of maximizing the long-term profitability of the concern. Obviously, when you are going to decide the investment decision, it is obviously it will be for the long-term purpose. So for that purpose, you have to technically support it with some financial calculations, with some budgeting. You have to understand the estimates where you are going to expense your capital expenditure, right? So it is also known as I said, investment decision making and capital expenditure decision planning, right? What is the need of capital budgeting, right? Capital budgeting decision normally involves huge capital. If wrong decision is taken by the firm, it may affect the survival of the firm also. Suzlon is one of such kind of example. Funds involved in capital expenditure are not only huge but more or less permanently blocked in the organization. In this respect, involve longer and greater risk. So, when there is a risk, you have to take care of your decisions very carefully. So, what are the advantages of capital budgeting? As you can see here, it is very useful to concern for taking correct decision. To take the correct decisions, capital budgeting is very much important. To determine the required quantum and the right source of funds of investment. This is another advantage of capital budgeting. Capital budgeting can influences the firm's growth in the future period. It informs you about the right timing for the purchase of fixed assets. Through the capital budgeting, you can identify these things. It will helps to guide you the management for the effective utilization of investment. Whatever you have a capital in your hand, you have to utilize it very effectively so that it will give you automatically good rate of return. It minimizes the risk of overestimation and underestimation of funds also. It it acts as a tool for controlling capital expenditure. You have to control the expenditure. What return is another thing, but whenever you are going to expense your capital, spend your capital, you have to control it very carefully, right? It contributes a sound policy for depreciation and replacement of fixed assets also. These are the advantages of capital budgeting. But what are the limitations of budgeting, capital budgeting? That is also you have to look into it. There may be controversial results among the application of various techniques. There are several techniques. Later on, we will going to look into that. What are the techniques, traditional and non-traditional techniques, right? There may be substantial loss in an investment of funds in capital assets which are irreversible or reversible, because it is a long term, so it will be always it should be always a it will be always a very huge investment. The application of capital budgeting technique is normally a very difficult task. Whatever you are calculating, that application of that capital is very much difficult, because ground level problems uh, are very different from the estimation of capital budgeting. None of the various methods for evaluating profitability of the fixed assets or project is free from the drawback. Every aspect is somewhat there will be a some drawbacks you can find it out. So overall, from this capital budgeting, you have to identify the relevant costs like future cost, opportunity cost, interest cost, differential cost, depreciation tax. All these costs are you have to consider, and you have to identify this cost through capital budgeting to get the optimal level of result. So let us check what are the evaluation technique of capital budgeting. An organization may face a situation where various investment proposals are identified, but it has to select one or some of the proposal either for shortage of funds or for some other reasons. A number of projects evaluation techniques are available. These capital budgeting techniques. The most important normally are used are traditional method and time adjusted method or accounting methods. These two type in these two techniques we have identified some techniques. The first is payback period or payout or payoff period. Payback period it is a traditional method for evaluating the profitability of investment proposal. Pay original investment of the project. Normally, shorter payback period of the project should be recommended. Right. Later, second one is post payback profitability method, and third one is accounting rate of return method. So these are the traditional methods, right? This in this accounting rate of return method, uh, this method is otherwise known as accounting rate of return method or return on investment or average rate of return method. It can be expressed in the following ways, like average rate of return is equals to average annual profit divided by original investment, that you have to identify. Return per unit of investment method, return of rate of return on average investment method, average return on average investment method. These have to the, this you have to calculate in accounting rate of return method. In time adjusted method, net present value is the method which is otherwise known as excess present value or net gain method or time adjusted method. If the present value of cash flow is more than the present value of cash outflow, the project would be accepted. If it is less, the project will be rejected. Other type is internal rate of method. The internal rate of return for the investment proposal is the discounted rate that equates the present value of initial cost of investment with the present value of expected net cash outflow. In other words, in simple word, it is the rate which discounts the cash flows to zero. Normally, the internal rate of return is found by trial and error method. In the numericals, you find out how simple these techniques are. In theoretical prospects, it would be difficult to understand, but when you practice the numericals, you will identify this can be easily calculated. Then there is another method, that is profitability index method. It is the time adjusted method of evaluating profitability of the investment proposals. By calculating the profitability indices of various projects, the financial manager can rank the project according to their profitability. Again, there are some formulas. You have to put that formula in the numericals and you will get the solution. At the last is discounted payback period. Under this method, the present value of all cash inflows and outflows are calculated at an appropriate discount rate. The discount rate will be given to you in the numerical. The present value of all the inflows are cumulated in order of time. The cumulative present value of cash inflows equals to the present value of cash outflows. This is known as discounted payback period. I again I am telling you that these methods are theoretically very difficult to understand, but when you solve the numericals, and then read the theory. That that will help you to understand the theoretical aspects of these methods, and always as well as it will helps to understand what how it will give you the result. So this is overall the basic of capital budgeting. Thank you.